Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. I'm still a little bit catching up from coming back from Australia, so tonight I'm going to do another one of these video shoots. And then tomorrow night I'll get out in front of the camera and we'll look at a whole bunch of charts and we'll do our usual craziness. Tonight, though, let me show you what's going on. Video number 2,991 coming at you on a Wednesday night for trading Thursday, Rocktober, and boy has it been Rocktober 30th, 2025. Traders, E-mini S&P Daily Bar, please remember the risks involved in trading. Never, ever, ever trade without putting your stops in. Trading is risky. Stops go in first so that you remain alive if some bad news or something crazy comes out of left field and you're in an open position. Stops go in first. Let's see what's going on. Well, one thing I could say right off the bat, E-mini S&P has a gap. We do not leave unfilled gaps on the S&P 23-hour chart. We do not leave them. It's an adage, no fact, because as we know, technical analysis is a fine art and not a science. So we can't say 100% anything, but I will tell you, the adage works. We do not leave unfilled gaps in the S&P 23-hour chart. We're not talking the $ SPX, the SPY, or any of those charts that don't give you the night session. The 23-hour trades from 6 p.m. Eastern Time, New York City time, all the way through the evening, through the next day, all the way till 5 p.m. dinner time. Closes for an hour. Opens again 6 p.m. and just continues on. That's the chart we do not have gaps on. There is a gap here. My question, is it time to fill that gap? We now have a red OMNI for trading on Thursday. Is it time to fill the gap? Probably yes. We do not leave unfilled gaps. There is one there. The OMNI's turned red and right on time. Why? Because Mr. Jerome Powell has changed the game on us a little bit. We were locked in for interest rate cut after interest rate cut, and in his press conference today, he alluded towards the possibility of maybe not another cut. Maybe we're done. Now that changes the game. That sort of quiets down the music a little bit. So yeah, I think that gap gets filled fundamentally for that reason, technically because we do not leave gaps on a 23-hour S&P chart. So gap getting filled makes sense to me. And the reasoning why markets are acting a little different today than you've seen lately and why they will start to act different is because Powell threw a knuckleball at us, changed the game a little bit. Now, when he did that crazy press conference a month ago or I'd say somewhere 6 weeks ago, he said a little something about overvalued maybe, and oh, was that stupid. This time he didn't say anything stupid. He just spoke what may or may not be happening, but that leaves now room for interpretation. What did he say? Are we going to raise rates? Are we going to lower rates? Are we going to not lower rates? Are we done lowering rates? What did he say? Where right before that press conference it was, he's going to lower rates. That's the chatter. You know what I mean? So he left it open for suggestion. You're going to get some volatility. What's next? Traders, let's go look, because I'm so glad that I'm good at analysis and my crowd listens to me over others out there that may not be as advanced. Let's go to chart number 8. If I can find it on my list, I'd stop at it. Oh, there we go. So, gold. Traders, look at this crazy market. So where were we? We had some of the biggest traders out there, some very influential people come out right around here and say, hey everyone, the top's in gold and silver as well, mostly silver. And I said, hold on everyone. We don't just identify the top in silver without finding and identifying the top in gold, and it's not here yet. When it gets here, the OMNI will tell us. And look what happened. They were absolutely incorrect. We went up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And then guess what? The OMNI made a top call, and what have we done since? Started to ease back down. That's when you're supposed to make the proper call, not when you emotionally think it's going to happen, not when you've got a position on that's short and it's going against you and now you call top. You call top when you get a signal that says it's safer now to call top than any other moment during this move. That's when I came out to call top. Bravo on that call. I did that from Australia, 7,500 miles away from my main helm without the usual equipment, and I was still able to not only tell you that the top calling is wrong out there, I was able to still identify where the top, at least the temporary top, would come in. Bravo on that, right? Is that not fantastic? I'm glad you listened. When I was out there warning you, I did video after video. Don't listen to these cats, no matter how big and influential they may be. Maybe they have way more viewers than I do. That doesn't mean they know the charts as well as Uncle Oscar does here. You know what I mean? Don't listen, now listen. This was don't listen. This was now listen. This is what happened after don't listen. This is what happened after now listen. How about that, huh? Now, here's the thing. We were in a pennant. This whole thing was a pennant. Broke out right here. Breakout of the pennant. And then we went into this channel. Smart channel, and then it broke out and blew off into more of what you'd call a capitulation than this area was. So that, plus 1,000 other reasons, told me it was safer to call the top than when some of the analysts out there were calling the top at the wrong time. I hope I was able to help. Round of applause to the chart. I don't have a crystal ball. I just have a chart that helps all of us move forward. So, do we have a target for the downside in gold? You know, I haven't bothered to conjure one up. If, in fact, I am right, and this is the top, I will conjure one up in the next few days. We'll know if it's the top. Off of the analysis I did once the top was in, I found 36 to be a number. I don't know if that's a call yet. That would put us down here. That was a number that was, I guess, a preliminary number if the top is in. But I'll let you know if there's any, if that's if I can fortify that with better analysis. If I can confirm it with other analysis, I'll let you know. But that was an abstract number that came up when I made that call up there. So we'll keep a little circle down there, and then we'll see what happens when we get there. As far as Bitcoin's concerned, you know I don't talk about Bitcoin when it looks bearish, so we're not going to talk about it tonight. And barring that, I hope to see all of you at livewithoscar.com. Please leave your comments on this video, like and share them. You know the guys who made these calls, they have way more video viewers than I do that made the call for the top. And then I make the call for the top, I get 1/10 of their video viewing. How is it possible? Can someone explain this to me? In any event, I do these videos for you guys, not the people who don't know us. Please leave your comments, like and share these videos. Try to get more action for us. It helps the algorithms. If you like and share these videos and leave comments, I reply to your comments. It helps the algorithms pick us up, and maybe we can help more people out there. Your help, me helping others, what more could we ask for, right? We leave a little, us Omniacs get to leave a little dent on this planet. As we're doing with the Omni Trading Crypto, there are a lot of you that are doing well because of this crypto, and I promise I will continue to work into it. In fact, after this video, one of the reasons why I'm not getting in front of the camera, as soon as this video is out, which is going to take me another hour to get it all completed, I am then having a meeting with Crypto Kelly, and we're going to advance our crypto, the Omni Trading Crypto. We're going to advance that. We're going to advance our liquidity pool and certainly our advertising campaign. So make sure that you own Omni Trading. It's called Omni Trading. There's only one. Don't be fooled. It's Omni Trading in all caps. Make sure you own that, because I promise you we are going to make that a very viable token. Thank you all. And remember, traders, stop sorting. Emotions are out. Rock and roll, traders. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.